Welcome to Vlogmas 2021. A stipulation first of all, there might be some other videos mixed in with this series, but mainly I think Vlogmas will be anything to do with Christmas, but there may be other videos sort of put in between. I'm not sure because I've still got a few videos to upload. I will try and get the day of the Vlogmas actually uploaded at least at night if I can on the same day, see how things go. So this is day one, so this means that I can actually open my advent calendar. So we're on day one, so I'm just going to open up day one. And there we are, and there's the little bauble, and that's sweet. So I'm really looking forward to this. So there is day one, the Disney bauble. In fact, I'm surprised actually, because these are supposed to be mini ones, but they're actually quite a decent size, which is really nice. But for the time being, I will just slot it in there due to the fact, boo-hoo-hoo, I haven't got my decorations or my tree up as yet. In our household, it's a rule that we don't put our decorations and trees up, I say trees plural, till the 1st, and as the 1st is a Wednesday, which is today, I need the guys to help me get the boxes down. So I planned it that I probably will supervise the boxes coming down on Friday the 3rd. Maybe if hubby's not working too late, my son should be off, we can get the decorations down, at least possibly get the main tree up. I do like to allow half a day to put the tree up, so hopefully hubby's finishing work about 2 or 3 on Friday, so I'll be able to put that up. Today is this morning, I'm at craft group. We are doing Christmas tree decorations. I'm doing actually the Disney baubles. We got fir cones to decorate and put loops on so they go on the tree, and possibly sewing some mini stockings for the tree, so you can put a chocolate bar in or a chocolate lollipop or something like that. That's what the plan is. That's what I've prepared for. I've also finished last night writing all my Christmas cards out. So after the community centre, I'm going to go around the neighbourhood and I'm going to post the cards there. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to go to the post office today. If not, it probably tomorrow, and post all my cards, hopefully. That is the plan. I've also got to go through all my gifts, check what I have, make sure they're on my list, which I normally do when gifts come in to our home, who they're for, how much I've paid for it, and so forth. I've explained all this, and see if I've got anything missing or anything left to purchase. I'm also hopefully going to show you, because the first thing I do normally, even before the decorations come down, I've got this canvas sort of bin that I put my Christmas books in. That's like my Christmas planner and any sort of reference books, cookery books, anything like that. And one of my favourites is the Perfect Christmas book as well. So I said it's going to be a busy day, so I'm hopefully not so sure outside the home, but I'll keep you apprised of what I get through today on Vlogmas day 1. Okay, so I've posted all the cards around our street, so they're all gone. I've just turned the cards the other way around because they've got names, addresses and everything on. So there's all my cards. These are all the ones to be posted. I've got them all in sections here, so believe it or not, these are all going through the post. So that is that. And then I'll quickly share what we made at the community centre. So as I said, it's quite a busy day, the 1st of December, because it's these sort of things that, especially if you've got waiting on people or waiting on the post service and everything, is to get these things out the way and done. So I just get the items so I can share those, what we have been making at the community centre today. Yeah, it's been pouring down rain. I think I got actually wet taking the cars around the street, but I wanted to get those done. Yes, 1st of December I try and post the cards through obviously neighbours letterboxes and everything. So I spent the whole morning, well more than the morning actually, at the community centre, and 3 decorations we did today is I wanted to concentrate on Christmas tree decorations. For a number of weeks I've concentrated on Christmas cards, so I tend to lead the group, so my crafts are pretty basic. I'm not sort of out there sort of thing. I like to try new things, but I like to try and get things done that my colleagues at the community centre and the craft group can do these items at home. So the first thing is I wanted to do some neutral things. So I know the others, I said about the snowman, and a lot of them did, and reindeer using the fir cones, but I wanted something a little bit neutral because I want to put these on the games room tree, because that's sort more like I don't know, nature, woodland, that sort of thing, a bit more male orientated. So I've got this fir cone. It has got like snow glistening on it like that. I had thought put in say maybe some twine or some bow. I might even change this silver bit over possibly to twine rather than the silver. I haven't decided yet, but you can make these into snowmen, you can make them into like reindeer, anything you particularly like. I just wanted it rustic because that is the theme for the tree I want them to go on. These fir cones, I got a whole box full of them, 50p. They are snowy, so pine cones. I was going to say snow cones, but pine cones. It sort of was partly there anyway, so I might do some with snow and others may not. It's very messy. I know you can spray them with hairspray. So that is the first one. As I said, I wanted it rustic. The other one was the stocking. Again, I've kept mine plain. And I'm not much of a sewer, but I don't know if you can see that I did really, really tiny stitching all the way around the outside of the stocking. So I don't know whether I'll be able to do this in the evenings because of lighting. I will see. Although where I sit in the lounge, I have got a lamp. So that's all stitched, but I did actually glue the bit of gold on there. Again, a lot of them were decorating these, and that's fine. I just like mine quite plain, and then a little bit of red ribbon. So that is the stocking. Again, it's not something I'm into much sewing, something basic, yes. So I was quite happy with this and chuffed with it, and I'm hoping to make quite a few of these as and when I get time to do them, even if they sort of, as I make them, put a chocolate bar inside or whatever, a sweet lollipop, and then put them on the tree. So that was that. Very inexpensive to make. I had all the products anyway, and as I said, it cost pennies to make, if that. And the last thing is I got all these baubles after Christmas, after 2019. So I had them in my stash, didn't get a chance to do them last year, especially with all the lockdowns. But this is not my creation. I got the idea off of YouTube. I've made a Disney bauble. So this is a white glitter one, just with the red bow. So it's obviously two sizes of baubles. I've got the large one, and I got them all from B&M. They're originally £3 for the box of large one and £3 for the smaller ones, but I only paid £1.50 for each box, so half price. And I can make a number of, we made 6 or 7 of them today in my group. So very, you know, quite an easy and reasonable craft to do. So I took the little sort of loop bit off of the baubles because I didn't have hubby available to get them prepared. What I actually did, I actually took the silver bit off of the small ones. I actually managed to use a pair of scissors to cut it off, but normally what I would have done, and I've done in the past, is actually put a hole in the ball, as long as it's a shatterproof one so it doesn't completely break, then you can stick it in. But how I've done it, I've just glued it onto the base of the larger ball and then put a little bow on like so. So that was the 3 crafts. I didn't really have time to do anything else. I was a sales lead in the group, so you know what was on hand there. I said next week we might be doing boxes again, a basic gift bag, and possibly ribbons, bows, that sort of thing, and discuss wrapping. So that's the project for next week. So I'm going to next share with you my basket, or should I say my canvas bin, where I put all my books in, reference books, my Christmas planner, and you know, I keep that in the lounge so it's easy accessible for when I need it. So this is the canvas bin. I actually got this a number of years ago from Home Bargains. I think it was probably the medium size. It was about £3.99, and I just like the red and black buffalo check with the reindeer. So this is sort of my setup of books. I've actually added 1 new book, I think, as far as I know so far this year, which I will start with anyway, and I've actually shared this, and this is the Nutcracker one. I got this from Poundland. I love the illustrations in it, and it's a beautiful book. So as I said, these all go together in this canvas bin, and it just keeps them corralled. In the past I've done this also for our granddaughter, and sometimes I've added also Christmas DVDs in here as well. I thought I'd sit down and just quickly go through the books that I keep in the canvas bin. You probably already have your favourites anyway. A couple of them I probably have got from the charity shop. One being this one, the 12 Days of Christmas. I only paid 30p for this one. I just love this one. It's got, as I say, the 12 Days of Christmas, and I just love all the illustrations. I know I go on about illustrations. It's just one of those books that I refer back to. So there's that one. Sort of on the same lines, I got this one from Poundland, and this particular year I bought about 7 or 10 of these all at once because they were £1 each, and I mentioned this before, and I was giving them out to friends and relations due to the fact I still gave a Christmas card, but it was cheaper than buying a Christmas card basically, because I only paid £1 for them, and they were £6.99 retail price. And as you can see, it's the night before Christmas. Again, the illustrations are absolutely beautiful in this book. Look at that. So plenty of nice pictures in there. So yes, and I do read it to myself every year. So there's that one. I'm not going to go through it at the moment. I'm sure I've done this in a previous video. Few years ago now. There's my Christmas planner. I did get it from Amazon. I think it might have been £10 actually, but it is a 5-year one, although I have actually shared the smaller one that you can get for £1 from Home Bargains if they still got them. So that's my planner. Perfect Christmas. You might have seen me share these previously. Again, it is just the full lockdown, or should I say, I've got lockdown on the brain here. It's sharing everything to do with Christmas, cooking, baking, gifts, wrapping, the whole shebang. So that is that one. I don't know if it's got a retail price on this one. Oh, I've left the sticker on. I was going to look inside. I paid $4.99 for this. I actually purchased this from a garden centre, but I'm not quite sure what the retail price of it is. But I presume it would have been quite expensive originally. But normally some of these stickers I put actually inside, so I know what the prices are for reference if anybody wanted to know. Right. This one is also a very, very old one, and I think I possibly, because it's that old, I think I did pay $4.99 for it. It is Family Circus. I can't get my words out here. Family Circle Christmas crafts. Again, this is basic crafts, bacon and everything like so. You know, gives you ideas for all ages, so I think that's really a good idea and things like that. So I keep that one. This one I think I got, it is retail price at $7.99. It's probably a little bit not strange, but it's called a Victorian Christmas, and I think I only paid something like 10 or 20p for it. Through, I think it was the school, that's how old it is, to say my youngest is 26, so yeah, so it's this one. But I like this because it gives all the information about the Victorian Christmas, like I've brought this up before, the Christmas holiday, and about Boxing Day, and I have sort of mentioned this before, that Boxing Day was a time when boxes of food and if you're lucky, a little gift, mostly food, was given to the less fortunate, and that was Boxing Day, and that's where it comes from, what I understand, and that's what it says in here. It does say that in Victorian Britain, some people who lived in the country had to go to towns for work. The growth of the railways meant that they could travel home to their families at Christmas. This was made easier from the 1870s, when more places of work made Boxing Day a holiday. And in the picture it says, a rich woman bringing a hamper of gifts to a poor and elderly person. Victorian newspapers have many reports of charitable acts at Christmas, traditionally on Boxing Day. Gifts of food, money, clothes, small presents were made to orphans, poor families and old people. Parties were held for children. So, and there we are, there's the picture. I don't know if anybody else is interested, but I do, and we have actually, going off topic here, we have been watching the Tudor farm, the Victorian farm and the Edwardian farm, and we've also done 24 hours in the past, Victorian era and things like that. We've also done the Victorian pharmacists and the 100 years of the corner shop and things like that. We've also seen the years going through Christmas, so we do like all those sort of things. So as I said, I tend to sometimes do a little quiz also, but I think I've done it so many times now that possibly family members know the answers anyway, but sometimes I do read little facts out to members of the family because I still think it's interesting. So there we are. So as I said, a little bit maybe odd to have this book, but again, it's something I look at. This is the Ultimate Christmas. I seem to remember I paid full price for this one. I think I paid $16.99 for it. But this is before YouTube and internet and things like that, do I say, or everything coming onto the internet. So I've had it a number of years, and again, I've covered a lot of this before. It goes through everything, from decorating your Christmas tree, decorations, and somewhere along the lines it does gifts, food, laying the table. There's making homemade Christmas crackers. It is quite a heavy book, and like I said, food. So yeah, again, if you're interested, it might come up in the days of Vlogmas, researching these books or picking out little bits in the pages of any of these books as we're going through Vlogmas. Now, my most cherished book in this, and I received this a couple of years ago. Now, you might have me mentioning about a good friend of mine from my childhood. She came over with her family. We were 8, 9 at the time. Her father was a minister, and we were in and out each other's lives for years. When we went to America in 1993, managed to meet up with her, and she's been over a couple of times to England, and she came over a couple of years, and she did present me with this book. She's actually written it and she's illustrated it. She's an amazing artist, but I can show you the illustrations. She's illustrated it herself, and I think it's just amazing. Look at that. She's a really good artist, so there we are. I think that's really lovely book. So and that's her book there. So I'll say I cherish that because obviously I know her and everything, and she enjoys drawing, painting, watercolors, and she's illustrated several children's books, including Laurie and Me, The Mighty Shark is that, and other interests include photography, piano, spending time with her family, and church. She lives with her husband, and she lives in Kentucky. So I just thought I've got to share that book. So most of my rest of my time was actually spent sorting all my gifts out, as I said, and just checking what I have. So I'm not sure how interesting this Vlogmas Day 1 is, but it's mostly getting those systems into place, planning as much as I can, which has been leading up from the last week in November to the first few days in December. So hopefully you've enjoyed Vlogmas Day 1. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.